Hello again, everyone. Marcus here. I review stuff. Today, I'm reviewing the song Change by Joe. I said it right this time. Apparently, it's not D Joe, even though that's the way it's spelled. It's Joe. I had a few people correcting me on that one for the last song I did from them, and so got it right this time. But hey, I really enjoy this band or person. I know it's Joe Keery and maybe someone else too. I have no idea actually, but really enjoy their style. I think the last song we listened to from them was Gloom, which was a fantastic song. I absolutely loved that. Before that, we listened to Chateau. Before that, I think we did Roddy. So we've done a few songs from them on the channel. I've also heard Flash Mountain just on my own. And I think we did Keep Your Head Up on the channel as well, which I also really enjoyed. If not, I might have heard that one on my own. I honestly don't remember. But yeah, I really enjoy their style, and I'm really excited to get back to them and hear more from them here. So with that, I say we jump right into it. So again, this is Change by Joe. Let's do it.
In a conversation, but my mind is at the back door. Watching this unfold, like I am floating right above it. Jake is on his phone, I'll admit that I don't love it. I just said that when my friends moved here, I didn't rap more. Who am I to judge? You just detach, it might be harder not to tell you, man, what's really going on. In a conversation, and I'm looking right down on it. Then put my body back and whisper in my ear. It's easy to see it all. Something is happening to me. I'm passing glance I see in your eyes, and then I could be. For a minute in the sunlight, at the mention of the conflict, when the jacket doesn't fit right, when you know it isn't perfect. Deal 909, I got to do my mind ain't on it. Knocking on the door, entire years I locked away. But I can't recollect a memory that I have forgotten. Cut your ties, leave your lies, you find like a lane. But every mistake I've ever made, it's easy to refuse to change. Something's happening to me. A change that I can see. I thought that change was bad. You had changed my mind and put my heart at ease. Don't know what will be. It's happening to me. I'm missing just the man that I could be.
Oh man. Oh, that was too short. I could listen to so much more of that. And I'm pretty sure I said the same thing about Gloom the last time I heard Joe. Man, that was so good. Like, I almost want to listen to it again before I give you guys my reaction because it was just that good. I feel like I'm just for Gloom, I feel like I was just gushing the entire time. I was just like positive, 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 and I feel like I'm going to do the same thing here as well. So hey, let me gather my thoughts. Let's take it apart piece by piece, of course, starting with the lyrics. Okay, so in a conversation, but my mind is out the back door, watching this unfold like I'm floating right above it. Jake is on his phone, and I admit that I don't love it. I just said that when my friends moved here, I'd interact more. So kind of about maybe someone who is like, again, they're in a conversation, but their mind is somewhere else. So they struggle with that socialization aspect, right? And so I'm guessing Jake is like their friend, right? So it's like my friend's on his phone, and so I'm kind of forced to interact with people that maybe I don't know. Like my one friend is taken right now, so and I just said that when my friends moved here, I'd interact more. So once I made friends in this new place or what have you, or once my friends came down, it was like, okay, now I'll come out of my shell. But it's hard. It's hard to overcome that social anxiety, and I feel like Gloom, the last song we heard from Joe, was sort of similar, but it was more like angry, right? Where Gloom was like, you guys suck and I hate interacting with you. This one is more like, I suck and I'm bad at interacting with others. So I think it's kind of interesting that I feel like they're on the same lyrical wavelength while being from like different aspects. So I think that's pretty cool. Who am I to judge? I just detach. That might be harder not to tell you, man, what's really going on in our conversation, and I'm looking right down on it. Then you pull my body back and whisper in my ear. It's easy to see it all with you. It might be right there. Something's happening to me. A passing glance I see in your eyes, the man that I could be. So perhaps, again, they were very shy, kind of socially awkward, but then they meet this person who kind of changes everything, right? It's like you start to get that warm, fuzzy feeling around them, and it's like, I want to be around this person. They sort of make me come out of my shell because I just want to get to know them more. I want them to know me, that sort of thing. So it's a beautiful feeling. It truly is. In your eyes, the man that I could be, change for a minute in the sunlight, change at the mention of a conflict, I change when the jacket doesn't fit right, change when you know it isn't perfect. And then here it sounds like again, that social anxiety is sort of back, where it's like I feel like I might be kind of coming out of my shell. I might be kind of cool. But then the moment something goes wrong, right? The mention of conflict, it's like, I kind of go back. I change back to who I was previously, to that sort of socially awkward person. Or maybe they are typically an extrovert, but, they also are kind of like a classic overthinker. So the moment something goes wrong, it's like, okay, I'm changing into an introvert, even though I'm typically an extrovert. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm looking too much into it, but that's kind of how I'm reading it so far. DL909 at altitude, my mind ain't on it, knocking on the door. Entire years I locked away, but I can recollect a memory that I have forgotten. Cut your ties, believe your lies, your final accolade. And I really relate to this song a lot too, because I feel like I'm in what's the term, like an introverted extrovert or extroverted introvert. I think that one's more appropriate, because I can kind of turn it on and be extroverted when I need to, but for the most part I kind of just keep to myself. I obviously do a YouTube channel where I have to like put myself out in front of sometimes thousands of people. Sometimes, not often, but sometimes. And that doesn't bug me one bit, but like having to call someone to book an appointment is like anxiety inducing, So it's like I kind of feel what he's getting at here, But every mistake I've ever made has led me right here. It's easy to refuse to change year after year. So I think that's kind of interesting too, because life is made up of mistakes. Being a former I guess I'm still an educator, but being a former teacher, we always talk about how mistakes are part of learning, right? They're part of changing, growing as a person. And so it's curious, because I'm trying to recall sort of how this part was sung, because part of me reads this as being like hey, mistakes are good because they led me to be this person I am today, and I'm okay with that. But it could also be that it's like all these mistakes have led me to this point, and that's not good, and I know I need to change, but it's hard. So I'm not sure. I'm going to have to go back and really think on that one. Something's happening to me, a change that I can see. I thought that change was bad, but you have changed my mind and put my heart at ease. I don't know what will be. Something's happening to me, and I don't even think I want to know. A passing glance I see, just let go. In your eyes, the man that I could be. So again, that's how I'm reading it, is someone who's very socially awkward, but they find that person who really helps them be a little bit more extroverted, coming out of their shell, that kind of thing. And it's hard to change. It's hard to get past those social anxieties. But I think in this song, he sort of talks about how this person almost makes him change because they are so exciting, or something like that. So again, to me, I feel like if I'm reading it the way I think, it is, and just started raining and thundering outside, so I apologize if you guys can pick that up on the mic. But if I'm reading it the way I think it, what I think it's about, I'm like, yeah, I can relate to this a lot. And so I definitely, enjoy lyrics that I can relate to. I feel like a lot of people do. So for me, 2 big thumbs up lyrically. As far as the instrumentation and vocals, really love the vocal approach here. Very like indie pop, sort of pop rock sort of vocal style. Very reminiscent of something like Tame Impala, for example. But still very fresh sounding and fun vocally. So really like his vocal approach here. Instrumentally, love some of the deeper elements of this song, kind of the deeper bass, especially with some of the drops in there, with some of the other like melodies that you get throughout the song. I just really enjoyed this one. It was easy to kind of groove out to, and yeah, I can see myself like listening to this in the car, on my headphones while I'm going for a walk. I mean, there's like a lot of context because it just makes you sort of feel good. It's like, the subject matter lyrically may not be the most positive thing, but it's just kind of like I can really jam out to this, and there were just so many cool elements instrumentally that made for that feeling. So for me, 2 big thumbs up instrumentally and vocally. As far as replay value goes, this was such an easy listen. This makes the playlist for sure. And honestly, this is probably going to be just like Gloom for me, where I listen to Gloom like on repeat for like the next week straight. I'm probably going to do the same thing for this song if I'm being totally honest. And so really excited for that because it was such a fantastic song. Can't wait to listen to it again. 2 big thumbs up for replay value. Overall, had a fantastic time with this song. Sorry it took me a while to get to it. I know people had been requesting new music from Joe over the past few weeks, but I have a very long list. Plus, I'm doing a few other projects like the top 500 albums of all time project that I'm working on right now. So it's been busy, but it's been fun listening to a bunch of new to me music. So really exciting stuff. Hey, as always, if you enjoyed the music, go support the artists. Go listen to their music wherever you can. And if you'd like to support the channel, just all the normal stuff you do on YouTube, like, subscribe, and comment, turn on notifications, do all the stuff that you do for your favorite YouTube channel, of which I'm sure I'm amongst. And so, yeah, guys, you can also check the description to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, or TikTok. All right, that's going to be it for me. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.